Richard Woodridge, Jr., class of '94, beating the odds. Many alumni, particularly in the accounting program, have completed their Lemoyne degree after building their academic backgrounds at Onondaga Community College. Though a common route to an academic credential, the odds against it leading to this Hall of Fame, even for a junior college All-American, are high. It has been said that hitting a baseball soundly is the single most difficult challenge in athletics. Meeting a ball squarely requires the astounding hand-eye coordination and reflexes. Hitting with authority demands strength and technique honed over uncountable repetitions. A top quality player might reach base 30% of the time. The odds against reaching base more than half the time are high. Joining an established conference champion team as a junior and fitting into the chemistry of a squad is a challenge. The odds against taking a leadership role on such a team are high. In 1993, he led all Division I hitters with a .476 batting average, recording an astonishing on-base percentage of .580 and stealing 21 bases. His statistics pepper Lemoyne's Division I statistical leaderboard. His career average of .403 and on-base percentage of .525 topped the Dolphin charts, complemented by top 10 marks in career slugging percentage and stolen bases. The statistics do not reflect his value to his team as a stabilizing force at second base and as a player who led by example. His coach recalls a critical juncture of an ECAC final when he fought off stomach spasms and walked to the plate, singled, stole second, and scored. The odds against that are high. He was drafted by the San Diego Padres, and after several years in his organization, joined his father in an entrepreneurial career built around his baseball skills and his business acumen. A young man who consistently overcame high odds to represent the best of the Lemoyne athletic tradition, Richard Dickie Woodridge, class of '94, is inducted into the Lemoyne College Athletic Hall of Fame.
First, I'd like to say thank you. Obviously, it's my Lemoyne family and the Gold Wave for honoring me with this special award, being elected into the Hall of Fame. My time here was extremely short. As you heard, I went to OCC first, so I've only went to Lemoyne for 2 years. But besides my family, it was the best 2 years that I could have ever dreamt for or wished for. I met all my lifelong friends here, and honestly, I wouldn't change it for the world. I'm very honored to be up here with Carol and Chad. You know, Carol was a great athlete. We were here at the same time. Chad, who's been a lifelong friend of mine, we actually graduated high school together, and Shane was just a great guy who, you know, he was always the bigger kid, so he always beat us down and beat us in everything we did, but I think that's why, you know, playing against better and older kids, I think that's why made me and Chad probably better players for that. One person definitely like to get to my thank yous. 2 reasons why I like to thank Coach Rockwell tonight, wherever he is. I know he's up here somewhere. One is for second chances. If you notice, my one average went from .476, but my career was .403, so you can imagine what that first year was like. Coach specifically told us baseball players on scholarship do not play basketball. So, along with a few of the guys that are up here, January 28th, we're playing a 5-on-5 basketball game, tore my ACL. So it was a tough first year, to say the least, but Coach gave me a second chance for that. My senior year, we won't divulge the stories, but he gave me another second chance, and I've always appreciated the fact that he did that. no question. The other thing that'll take for literally the rest of my life, my senior year, we had the kid that played behind me at second base, a kid named Todd Juff, and one day at practice, it was probably the middle of the season, Coach goes, "Hey Woodridge, come here." So I'm like, Coach never called me in. He didn't say much to me. So I'm thinking as I'm running in, what did I do? What did I do? So he comes in, and I'm going, "Yes, Coach." You know, he spits once, and he goes, "You stink." But as you would imagine, it was a little more colorful than that. And that's all he said. He spit again and said, "Get back out there." So as I'm running back out there, I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think he really thinks I stink. But the message that I got was, I got to start working even harder. And I've taken that basically in everything I do. And even today, when I'm kind of, as my wife will tell you, I slack a little bit sometimes. Yeah, I'll go back to Coach saying, "Hey, you stink." Yeah, and it just makes you just work harder. So I appreciated those two things, Coach. Thanks. I also like to thank, I spent my first 2 years at college at Onondaga Community College, and for those of you that don't know Joe Antonio, he's a very, very good guy. I'll love him for the rest of my life, and he helped me out tremendously. So I'd like to give a shout out to Coach. I know he's not here tonight. Maybe he's watching the internet. Maybe he finally bought a computer. I don't know. I also like to thank one of the professors, Mike Krause, who's, I'm not sure where he's living now, but very instrumental. I wasn't the greatest student in the world, but he helped me tremendously in accounting and my accounting classes, and the talks we always had about Yankees and baseball. I'll cherish those certainly forever. I also like to thank Frank Harrigan, who's not with us anymore, but he helped me tremendously while I was at Lemoyne and even after Lemoyne. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my dad, who's also here today. The same name, so I don't know if any of you thought he was getting inducted tonight, I'm not sure. But he obviously taught me everything I know about baseball, and it's kind of a strange turn of events. Now I teach him everything he knows, but I also like to thank my wife and all my family who's here, and my kids who might be watching this on the internet at home, I'm not sure. But thank you. I met my wife, actually, she didn't go to Lemoyne, but I met her kind of here at Lemoyne, and so there's another reason why I cherish the school, for basically forever. But in closing, again, I cherish going to the school. I love it. I coach a lot of kids who I always tell them my experience here at Lemoyne and that they should come here too. So thank you very much.